There we go. The cable from my microphone came unplugged a little bit. All right, and I lost my audio, my own audio. All right, well, I am back after many, many months of nearly a year of being vanished from the face of the earth. I have returned here in Monster Hunter Rise. And as you can see, I am now in full Gormagala armor, complete with Gormagala big ol' sword. But let's see. I could go do Shigaru Magala instead.
Oh, don't even.
Don't even do Shigaru?
No,
Why
not allowed.
Why not?
Because you legally signed a contract, and now you're breaking it. My lawyers are under you.
There, neither. Bring that audio down just a little bit.
Well, it's because I went into my mic to eat it real quick.
Okay.
I don't like that my mic is a little gooey. I gotta turn it.
Alright, so, alright, what about then doing Seregios? I've named this loadout I Love Gold. Well, it's a reference to the third Austin Powers movie. Though it could be if I change the armor pigment to green. I think it's time.
No.
Yes, if I change my accent color here to green. There we go.
Also,
The golden cleaning power of Pine Sol.
no. You need to get an audio splitter for Terran.
I do. I have an audio splitter, but it's not very good. James
Yeah,
said
you might want.
James said no to the whole Pine Sol armor.
Also, you might want to turn it down. I got a bassy voice, and I can hear it being a little bassy.
Here, I can turn it down a little bit on my microphone. That better?
So, we'll see. We'll see how this sounds. No, not loud.
Not too bad?
Not ear splitting, a little loud though.
Bring that down?
Yeah, I think it's a little better.
Okay. I'm still working on figuring out my EQ settings again.
Oh, I feel that too. I have to send a stream link to one of my friends. Now I'm very quiet. You can't win with me. It's fine.
Here, I'll bring you up just a little bit more. How about that?
Just like 3-4% probably will help you.
Yeah. Well, I'm adjusting your audio here on the on Streamlabs.
Oh Jesus! Sorry. If you heard what my phone said, it's because there's some Wizard 101 my friend's playing. I'm linking to a friend who didn't hound me, but was very particular. They wanted to see me play it, and I told them straight up I will not be streaming it today.
Gosh, I haven't played Wizard 101 in ages.
The first arc is free right now for the rest of the month.
Okay.
And it's just not my style of game to stream, so I didn't want to. Yeah, I charged up my Switch, but I just don't have the energy.
Just taking it easy. Anyone is welcome.
So Shade told me...
Looking for experts.
Shade told me they messaged you because they were thinking I was going to pass the message along. I was like, I didn't, because I thought that was a wrong message.
Well, Shade was telling me that she just bought Rise. So...
that's what I wondered.
On Switch here. Says that I'm a weeb for using Longsword, which I don't know what she's talking about. Look, I don't just use Longsword, okay? Look, let's go look at my guild card, okay?
Longer sword.
Look, I don't just use Longsword. Just because I have 227 completed hunts with a Longsword doesn't mean that that's the only weapon I use.
God, he's a longsword main. I knew it.
Look, I sometimes use switch axe.
Like sometimes saying, I sometimes cough. Yes, you do, but most of the time you just breathe.
I sometimes use hammer. I've only used it 9 times.
What are the ones you have 0 in? What are those things? Yeah, you get back on that card. I want to see your shame.
Hunting horn. Never used it. Lance, gun lance, insect glaive, light bow gun, heavy bow gun, and bow.
Well, you're not a real samurai if you don't use a bow gun. Come on, or whatever, a lance gun.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, no one uses gun lance.
Dude, I love that one guy because he's made several. I've sent you of like, I've I've mastered the ancient art of the bow or like sword fighting, and it's just a gun in the fucking in the sleeve. That one I sent you today with the like Cheeto armor was hilarious.
Yes, that was good.
He's pretty funny. But yeah, audio splitters should be cheap on the Amazon, but you could probably find one at Best Buy.
Oh, I'm sure. I have an audio splitter. I mean, I do own one, but it's just a two-way splitter for putting microphone, and it's like converting a headset to a desktop.
Gotcha.
It's one of those splitters.
I got one that is I think a 3.5 all the way around.
Okay.
It's got it's got one male, two females. So
Oh, nice.
It's plug into like my headset because with Yetis your audio input can be literally you could use your computer, but you plug it straight into your Yeti, it's fine.
I just have my headset currently plugged into my Yeti.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Except it's not one of the fancy Yetis. It's just a Yeti Nano.
I bought one of those. Where the f is it? I need it. I bought it, and it because I know I bought one. I bought it before I moved. I didn't place any place weird. I think I just gotta dig it out.
You're gonna cook that, right? You're not gonna pull a Melanie and just eat it raw?
What, chicken?
No, raw, instant ramen.
Ramen?
Yeah.
You do not eat that raw, you
Melanie
savage.
eats the brick. Loves the crunch. Or no, it's Caroline
Okay.
that does that.
I understand a little bit, but still it's crunch. I have my one shot in just over just over 2 weeks.
Very
2.5
nice.
weeks. And I have, I think, I have 4 responses. One's a very big if. 3 of them are like, yeah, but 2 of them are a parent of 1 child, so one's gotta watch the baby. So
Yeah.
so more like it's I have a cleric and a barbarian that are very interested. With
We
a fighter
have
sorcerer that might.
we have a new character that we've introduced. She's an NPC, but she's gonna be a potential player character later on. She's an artificer named Yukimo.
Artificer, yeah.
So the story of Yukimo, how she came to be, is a little interesting because I had the idea for a April Fool's Day session of let novel AI write the entirety of the session. So I was playing around with just have it be AI written, playing around with novel AI just to see what would it come up with. It ended up giving us a story of the Samurai Kingdom being attacked by people called Dragon Riders. Where Yukimo was the armorer. Hello, kid. For the kingdom.
Hi, kid.
And as Gellion was being had the crap beaten out of him by one of the Dragon Riders, she's just standing there laughing at him the whole time, going, "Man, you suck. You're getting beat up." And he's like, "I have a knife thrown into my face. Please help." No, this is just too funny, Gellion. All right.
Reading one of the character sheets.
Are you gonna be joining me, or?
Me, no. As
Okay.
I said, I'm too tired.
That's fine.
I was very shaky. Because I hadn't eaten like a day because I went to sleep and then woke up and I showered and did some things, but
Yep.
I hadn't eaten for over 24 hours and I was very shaky. I had to sit down like 4, 5 times while making food.
Oh wow.
Body said no.
How'd the end of your stream go the other night?
I think we did about 25 hours in all. So I went
Nice.
a little longer because we were playing. We ended with Bigfoot with Zombie and Ben.
Benjamin.
And we did that, and I just kind of chatted for a bit because I had some tech issues throughout the thing. Just so like my internet just kept going on and off, and I was like, I'm gonna beat something.
Yeah.
And then I had another little problem, so I just restarted. And so after that, I was like, okay. And then I worked for like a good 15 hours in that last stretch without really tech issues. The only tech issue I would say is I on Overwatch 2 it was dropping frames, not technically on Overwatch, but when it was running in the background and I went to just chatting, which has a little video kind of thing playing with the background, like what the X is and like the X, the squares, the triangle,
Yeah.
the circle stuff from like a old PlayStation 1 controller. Um, those kind of arts that it would kind of lag of drop frames.
Oh, that's
And
fun.
what I found out was it was just because I play on ultra settings on Overwatch 2 without really thinking about it because I've never had problem. But with the computer going basic, almost continuous for 12 hours probably at least, that it was just a little much. I actually had a fan. I
Oh
had a
wow.
box fan on it, but like I didn't realize the box fan would still pop up just a little bit um, for the stream, so it popped up some when I would speak, but yeah. Otherwise, it was good. We hunted Bigfoot in
That's good.
the snowy biome, which we just nicknamed him Yeti on that part, but it went well, I'd say. Uh, Lumpy and I both survived it. I
That's good.
almost did fall asleep at one point, which because I would take little breaks sometimes to stretch, to walk, restroom, and one time, like twice, I walked away and I closed my eyes and put alarms on for 5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes. Came back, cool, because I would do that. Another time I did it, I slept through my alarm, but woke up 3 minutes after it went off. It went off and just went with it. Told Zombie after the stream, I was like, "Yeah, buddy, I almost did not come back. I almost fell asleep."
I brought Taryn to work this morning, and then I came home like 9:30 ish. Got back home. I hit back into the bed, and I crashed until about 2 p.m. I did as soon as I woke up.
I went to bed about 6 p.m. yesterday. Woke up at 8 a.m., so 14 hours because of my gliders barking at me. Stayed awake about 30 minutes and then fell back asleep till noon.
Nice.
So about 17 hours, 16 and a half. I was just extremely exhausted. Like nothing bad. Like other than just tired and a little weak, but the weakness I would think the shakiness was from not eating. That honestly I wasn't too badly off.
That's good.
Because I like doing these when I can, and I did try to be healthy. But the thing is, let's say I was up for like the stream was 24 hours. I was up for 7 hours before that. Not on choice. I had a wedding that I was up for, like, I was the best man. Oh, not best man, that's a lie. I was a groomsman. So I was up at 7:30 to get ready. Was at the house to eat breakfast and everything at 9. We did all the other things. We got dressed, we ate lunch, we did all the photos, we went and did ceremony, we had afterward a cake little celebration thing, and then was like a little bit later that night a party, dancing, and then the send off.
That is a busy day.
Yeah, so I went to bed. I fell asleep before 11 p.m. I think, and I woke up at 10 a.m.
Damn.
I didn't do too much before then, but I was like, this is gonna suck because I did my last 24-hour at like 8 in the morning. So I slept really well for 3 days. Woke up maybe 2 hours beforehand. Got the rest of the stuff I needed to get ready to go and went. This one was I woke up, I laid in my bed. I recorded and like watched my nephews. One who's 10 who quickly picked up how to use those hoverboard things, and my other one who didn't, who like my 4-year-old nephew who was learning. He learned how to like level himself without help, slowly go forward, and then how to turn left and right. Still has a struggle to.
Those things are a struggle to
turning.
use.
I can't. I tried to use it earlier, and I was like, fucking turning.
Ours,
I'm a lot heavier than the boys.
The one we have, its battery is a little messed up, so it'll just randomly die while you're using it. So you'll just be going, and then it just kills it, and it shuts off, and you just fall flat on your face. It's a real hazard.
I also like took a shower, started my rice to be made during the shower. About 3 p.m. I'm all ready. The rice was ready. I made tacos, taco meat. I made Kraft mac and cheese, and then
Nice.
had a family pack of like chuck steak. I cut it into smaller portions, and basically 3 of my Tupperware was rice steak, and the other 3 was mac and cheese steak, and then I had the tacos before stream.
Very nice.
And so I prepped a lot of food quickly and before, and I was like, oh. So I just did a lot.
Oh, that actually reminds me. So I saw this cookbook at Books A Million.
Yeah.
It was the Dungeon Master. Not the Dungeon Master, the Drink Master's Guide to Fantasy-Themed Cocktails.
Nice.
And I wanted to know, do you have that book?
I do not, but I hate saying this for maybe reasons I should fear.
Because I wanted to make sure that you didn't have that book, because I was thinking, all right, I forgot to. Oh, I know it's a late Christmas gift then.
My birthday's in 17 days also.
There we go.
If that makes you feel any better.
That works.
Well, the thing is, I don't despise the reason. Like, I'm that person, that's how my brain is. You probably feel it when people give you gifts. It's just like, oh, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, I get that.
I especially don't have, like, money for things. So, it's like, I know people, if they're giving me something, they're not expecting one back. It's just like, wait. I don't want to tell you this, and specifically because I would love to surprise you. I would just, not that it's happening anytime soon. I'm just in your brain. I messaged Lisa just saying, hey, thank you for letting Mike go. Like, I hope he's doing well. He rested. And then Lisa goes, you need to go to Maine with us.
I agree.
And I obviously went, I've never been to Maine, and I would love to. I've never been the farthest east I probably have been is either Galveston, Houston, Texas, Galveston, Texas, or like Louisville, Kentucky. So like I've not really gone too far physically in the U.S. I've not traveled much. I told Zombie, and he it'd be hilarious to surprise Karen and Nathan.
That would be an amazing surprise.
Because he goes, that you should go with us on a main trip. And I was like, you know how much fun that would be, but not to tell Nathan or Taryn. And then stuff I will not explain or let you in on of other things along that nature.
That's fine.
It was just like, yeah, it was a funny conversation. It's because like, yeah, I would just like to not go in the winter. I don't. Yeah. I lived in Indiana. I had my fill of cold.
Well, there's honestly, this winter has been not even cold or snowy here. It's just been wet. We have, in my area at least, there is absolutely no snow on the ground right now.
So you got like British winter, which is
yeah.
too cold.
We didn't have a white Christmas. We had a wet Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so I don't know if I mentioned this ever. There's this game. It is not available like on Steam yet. And it's called King of the Castle. It's got Jackboxy kind of rules, that
I
people
love
can use like
Jackbox.
their app, like use their app or some stuff, and or even chat in the stream with the certain extensions that are added, and you can be a part of it. King of the castle. You are the king of this country. You are trying to kind of keep a peaceful
yeah.
thing, and like there'll be events coming up, etc., etc. Players play as nobles of 3 different factions. And these factions have little better buffs than others. They have like they might have more food, they might have more provinces or like more military, more food and more money. And they have different goals which they will vote on what goal they're trying to do. So, let's say the military faction is wanting to obviously debuff and do stuff that will do less military for the other factions, like all the other 2 factions having a military under 7, or like one is like having more food production than this amount and more than the others, or have the others less than this amount, and vice versa. But also, there's ways to incite civil war.
That's cool.
I been in the Discord for a couple weeks, didn't say anything, just to pay attention. I went, oh yeah, I made a comment of like, if my followers did this, they would just be civil war all the time with them. And one says, oh, like, how's your run? And I was like, oh, I don't have it. I was just, if it did happen. And I get a message, it's still linked to basically apply. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, it's just a link to, like, I can't give you one, but like, I can give you the means to try to get one. And this was like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know. And on the 29th, I got an email, but I was just awake and went back to sleep that I didn't even notice. I forgot about it by then. Yeah, because it was on. Oh, it was like on Thanksgiving or like the 28th of November, so even a little bit longer. Yeah, a month after I applied, I got an email that gave me the thing.
That's awesome.
And I could stream that on the 24-hour stream. But I was dumb and I didn't realize.
What's this game called again?
King of the Castle. I'll send you the Steam link. Because I sent it to that troublemaker zombie hunter.
That sounds awesome, though.
Yeah, I was very happy to get it. So I think next week I'll play it sometime. It's on the shrums.
What I know I need to get for actually when Zombie's here and the next time Zombie comes up here, I need to get Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes.
That's a fun game. I own that game. It's a lot of fun. Never really got people to play it with, but it's I know it's a fun one. Also, there you go. It's the link.
It's incredibly nerve-wracking though when you're the one in the headset.
Oh, like that.
Because I played it Is it only VR or is it not also non-VR?
I have the non-VR.
Okay, I've just played it in the VR version.
In the medieval party game, lead your kingdom to a golden age or completely disaster. Join your friends to take on quests and navigate a
Unstable
hilarious
Unicorns too. Yes, Terran. Absolutely.
Political treachery, politics, treachery, and even all-out rebellion as your decisions see your empire flourish or crash to your feet. It's a multiplayer party game with shifting power dynamics and intrigue for all players of all ages. Games can be joined using computer or mobile device. 3 to 24 players can join as your loyal nobles and play directly through their web browser. Political regicide or worse, plot regicide or worse with your friends across 80 events, 20,000 unique choices, each storyline featuring them as a central character in this game of phones. Make your choices carefully and your role as monarch. All decisions are subject to votes of backstabbing nobles and can have far-reaching consequences, balancing the competing demands of different regions of your kingdom, each with its own desires, difficulties, and ongoing plots. Bribe, persuade, or intimidate your way through difficult votes that threaten not to go your way, or try to alter the law itself to give yourself extra power. Make history forge the unique history of your realm. As years pass, your kingdom will change according to decisions, and different regions will rise to power. Your monarch and nobles can choose their own name, appearance, pronouns, and shields. Are they getting nobles getting a bit too uppity? Execute any who stand in your way, but look out heirs who might seek revenge. Foil the plots of treacherous nobles as they pursue schemes. Tax those that get on your nerve and watch the gold and salt pile up. Watch your back. If defiance is too high, your nobles can revolt in a bloody civil war that might tear your kingdom apart. And you can do little changes on things.
It's sounding very French.
Oh yeah, right. I'm very up to playing it because I think it'll be a lot of fun, and I think it is very much in the line of my community who likes to fuck with me. As we did Jackbox, and at one point, the majority of answers, the quippage, was beans.
Beans!
Like in some form or another, beans. So in one of the rounds, it was like the last thing, you do those 3 answers. And I don't know what the prompt was, but I was like, oh god, not beans. No more beans.
And then
nope,
beans.
I don't want any damn beans. And it was just, yeah.
No, it is surreal, Taryn. And it's weird that you're talking to me through Twitch chat when you're, like, out in the other room.
Savage.
But also, I noticed you changed your name to it's Taryn Babe 867.
What a fucking nerd.
Hey, it's all part of that.
Nerd.
It's all part of that branding.
This thing is kicking your butt.
I'm kicking its butt.
Joke's on you. It doesn't have a butt.
Well, it did have a tail, but I cut it off. At least the tip of its tail.
I can't believe you cut off the tip. Is it a
I know.
newborn monster, or
Was it what?
is it a newborn monster, or just cut off the tip? It's like prompting that. I was like, it'll get there. Zombie is
Yep.
also alive.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, people forgot about his damn. They forgot about his thingy.
Is he doing D&D tonight?
Yeah, the player, like 3 out of the 4 players forgot about the session. Just like, my god. Speaking of which, I need to reply to one of the players in a minute, because they're asking me how I like the thing of their character. I am trying to. Ooh, what is it? It got 2 feeds. Alright, 1 feed, observant. Ooh. But yeah, I'm trying to go through them and check things. They're playing a light domain cleric, and it's very interesting. The cleric, it's a kobold.
Oh, nice.
It thinks its godly parent is Bahamut, but it's actually Tiamat.
Oh, nice.
And it apparently loves and embraces the domain of their father. That's why they're light. So I like that. And
yeah,
then
you might as well embrace the X867 life, Taryn. Might as well do it.
Yeah, I better scare you. Be afraid. No, but and then another looks like they're gonna be doing Goliath Barbarian.
I just changed Azoth recently. He's now a beast barbarian. Just so he can be a werewolf. Oh, I need to fight another Astalos. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to fight one more. Okay.
See you soon. It's great to see you.
I made some good food today.
That's good.
I made dinner, and there's these things called cottage fries. If you don't know cottage fries, say you get a russet. You cut off the tips of them. You cut off the rounded tips. You have them washed. And you kind of diagonal cut them.
Okay.
And you can keep on the skin. And you cut them like a like 3/8 of an inch. You put them in a bowl. You run cold water on them, get some of the starch out because they're very starchy. You're not gonna get all the starch out, but you dry them off, throw them back in a bowl, olive oil, black pepper, salt, a little cayenne pepper, oregano, thyme, rosemary, and a seasoning called marjoram. I put a little garlic powder on it, and basically put them on a pan and cook them for at 425, 15 minutes. Flip them and until they're crispy how you want them, and that's just how they are. That's like to do them in the oven. They're really good. I actually put an extra step. I baked bacon earlier in the oven, chopped them up. When these things were about ready, put some cheese on them. When I put them out, had the bacon rewarmed in the oven for 45 seconds. Threw the bacon on them, and then I added some uncooked but chopped up onion, and then some salsa and some sour cream, and I made like loaded fries.
Ooh.
And they're really good. They're very similar to a restaurant where I lived in Indiana that had they were called pub chips, basically similar to these, and they called them Irish nachos.
Oh, that sounds good.
And they're very good. I do enjoy them. And my stepdad's a very picky man because I know I've tried to make breakfast for him and my nephews, and he was like talking about like I didn't whisk it enough. Keep them fluffy when you're cooking them. So he took it from me after I offered several times, and he said no. And then he saw how I was cooking them. But like he has eaten everything I've made him the last like 3 or 4 meals, other than the Brussels sprout, bacon, and onion. He ate the fries, which were these, with not loaded, just regular. So I'll take it.
Yeah. So Taryn wants me to summarize the campaign a little bit.
I saw that. I hear bits and pieces from Zombie Hunter.
So basically, after we had so we started out with a one shot led by Zombie, when he was visiting us here, and we ended up hunting. We were in this northwestern ruins area, and we had we ended up getting a contract to track down this werewolf that had been plaguing this small village, by this older rich guy named Edward Anoctaton. So after doing some investigation and creating a meat man, we ended up getting all the old meat from the butcher. We made a man, strung him up in the town square to lure out the werewolf. We ended up fighting him and fighting the werewolf, finding out that Edward, the guy who hired us, was the werewolf this whole time. So Azoth, my guy, just decapitated him in the middle of in the middle of his final transformation. But unbeknownst to Azoth, he got some of the blood on him, and that werewolf lycanthropy started gestating in his blood, but very, very slowly. But after that, we ended up encountering this mysterious alien who kind of like creature makes us go see this, and then we end up fighting a shambling mound. And after we do that, we re-encounter the same mysterious creature and are then transported into a brand new world, which is where I took over. I took over, and Taryn later joined me as the co-writer because I struggled to just write the sessions with any sort of depth. So, in this new world, we are in it 5 years after a horrible plague has swept through this land. The plague known as the Hand of Death. We ended up in the kingdom known as Larian, which is a very rich, very industrial sort of kingdom, center of the whole continent.
Does it by chance have a studio? because that is the name of the people who are making Baldur's Gate 3.
Larian?
Larian Studios is
Nice.
making Baldur's Gate 3.
No,
So
no
it's just
video
like, oh, that's
games.
hilarious. I was like, that's funny though. A studio making D&D game is also, you know, that.
Yeah. So we end up meeting the King of Larian, King Lawrence, who has undergone some changes ever since the plague happened.
Oh, yeah, I remember slightly this.
So after the plague happened, he essentially went down a very, very dark rabbit hole and ended up seeking the power of Vecna in order to bring back his wife, Queen Fiona. Well, it didn't exactly go as planned, and caused Lawrence to go completely off the rails insane, because now he's fighting for his own mind within himself, because Vecna is slowly taking more and more control over his mind. There's way more to it than that, but I'm not going to say so in case of if younger individuals come and watch this stream or are watching this, then they won't get the full story, which they already know about the whole Vecna thing. So
I don't think in the thing that I'm seeing they are.
okay.
But I don't know if someone is 01 Ella, then maybe.
I don't know about 01 Ella, but whoever you are, hello, welcome.
There's a couple others, but I think some of them are bots. So I don't know about this person. Don't look bottish, but who knows?
Anyway,
Be careful,
after some things go down, we fight a few monsters, including a Rathian from this game, from Monster Hunter here. Lawrence decides, you know what, I'm gonna test these guys, and so he holds a tournament of champions in the town square. The captain of the guard, Feindolf, was supposed to be the man who we fought, but because he expressed some concerns to us about Lawrence that he had, because Lawrence is very much like a father to him, because Feindolf lost his mother in the plague, he is then arrested for essentially treason, and is then captured by some Yuan Ti snake people in the sewers. We go down to the sewers and rescue him, only to then have him come out and decide, you know what, that's it. I'm done with Larian. I'm done with Lawrence. Peace. So he has a very tearful goodbye, hits on Gellion a little bit, and we make our escape out of there, which comes down to our shopkeeper friend, Craig, who is well known for creating deer whiskey, being fermented deer urine. Craig is helping us escape with his food cart that he uses to make his supply runs. And after setting fire to the market square, and Cypher, Caroline, just using her, I forget what spell she used, to cause the statue of Fiona in the middle of the town to speak, to buy us a little bit more time, to distract Lawrence. So we escape and make our way to this fort, where this old adventurer's fort that used to be used by the Larian military ages ago, that they don't really use anymore. But there was a secret down below it that we kind of discover in the middle of the night. Because we all wake up feeling incredibly drained and see this mysterious purple fog coming from a door leading to, like, the cellar underneath the whole fort. Turns out it was a bone claw that was under there. So we end up finding this wounded soldier he was an elven man, dressed in green. I did not intend for him to be Link until Melanie goes, oh, is that Link? Well, it is now. So Link has also been transported to this mysterious world, and is just here. So he joined the party as Melanie's secondary character. We end up facing the Bone Claw, which we learn ended up being the Bone Claw's true identity was the former shogun of the samurai kingdom Sunaga, who there was a war that Sunaga was in with Larian about 200 years ago, and King Lawrence VII, the former king, had used that fort as a prison, and they had captured and were torturing some of the Sunagan soldiers there, including the shogun.
Sorry,
Lawrence-
I have a very sassy sugar glider who woke up pretty early compared to when he does, because like he's hungry, and he has been extremely sassy.
Lawrence VII tried to torture the shogun by turning him into a lich, but it failed horribly, and he became a Bone Claw and ended up destroying the entirety of the crypt, and now preys on the energy of adventurers that come to visit that place for refuge. So we end up destroying it, and after we are then encountered in the forest by Craig, who was captured and sent to essentially assassinate us. He reveals the whole thing that's been going on, that they captured him, they were threatening his family. So we help Craig and his family escape and make our way out from the fort. We eventually sneak away to run off to the docks, because we need to get to Sunaga, because Gellion is from there, kind of. So we're going to have at least some immunity. We make our way to the docks, where we are then met by a group of sailors who decide to play pirate trivia with us before they'll let us go onto their boat. Pirate trivia only came about because in the middle of that session, I was drunk and thought, yeah, that would be funny. So after the pirate trivia, we are then captured. We are then boarded by another boat, who realize, hey, these are the guys who were branded as traitors to Larian. They're going to fetch a high price. So the sailors sell us off to the pirates because they don't want to die. And we're more valuable, honestly. We're the more valuable cargo than whatever they have on their ship. So we're captured by the pirates, where we meet Moira, Zombie's character. Moira ends up helping us escape the pirate fortress, where we meet the horrible and dastardly Captain Took, being Captain Two Hook. Captain Took has 2 peg legs and 2 hooks that he lost tragically in a fight with a dolphin. Where Argonarga then uses his paladin stuff to create a dolphin to torture him with. I don't quite know how that happened, but it did. We end up defeating Captain Took. Moira vanishes in a cloud of magic. And we then make our way to Sunaga, where we end up meeting the Artificer. We meet the Shogun, Lord Mishra, who is able to break the 4th wall and essentially has a journal detailing everything that's going to happen, because he just knows all that. End up meeting the gnome artificer, Dr. Fropels, who is a mad scientist and created a creature known as the Abomination, which, because he works for the Shogun to create very powerful weapons. However, when Lord Mishra said, hey, I need you to create the most powerful weapon that will help us in any sort of military conflict, he created a genetic chimera by combining some of the most powerful monsters into one creature. Needless to say, the Abomination escaped, and we had to go hunt it down and kill it. But anyway, recently we ended up in the northern kingdom of Valkaheim because Jack Frost had captured Santa, and we needed to rescue him before he killed him, ruining Christmas. Because Jack Frost, if you've seen the Santa Claus 3, the Tim Allen movie, it's exactly like that. He felt as though he wasn't respected enough in the legendary figures who... that was your idea, Taryn. Because before us, the very first heroes that came to this world were the legendary figures. Santa, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, Father Time, the Sandman, and another one named Walker. It's Chuck Norris. They had to face the Boogeyman.
I'm bullying Terran.
Really?
I timed Terran out for 1 second.
You deleted 9 messages.
Randolph is my baby. It's called Larry Town, sir.
It is called
And he's
Larry
like
Town.
Yeah, I can still read them.
I can't.
How can you not?
Because I don't see them.
That's weird. You're the streamer.
Yeah, I don't
That
see...
should
But
allow you.
I'm not seeing it on Streamlabs.
That's weird. I see them on Streamlab. Like, when that happens. Maybe it's a setting. I'm sorry. None of the other ones Terran sends will be blocked, and if I need to reread something, it's fine.
Hello,
Can I
JK.
block out him? I can
No.
block him out, right?
No.
He bullies me. He's my mod. And that's my other mod. They both bully me.
Well, hello. Welcome, both of you.
I could block him out. No, I won't for now. Jack Frost did some things. Is what we were going through.
I'm gonna have to essentially make it... I have a whole document with the whole story update that with the entire story synopsis that I need to just update because it is incredibly far behind. And once that is fully written, I think I'm gonna have to send it to you and Zombie.
Alright, both of you dingle. Hey, you and the other dingle. Have either of you used that thing I made of resources? It's fine if you didn't, I'm just wondering.
Which thing? Oh, well, I've used the map building one at least.
No, I meant the other one. The ones with the books and the stuff and the things.
Oh, not yet.
Cowards. I'm drinking water because I drank I drank like a 2-liter Mountain Dew today, and I'm calming back down. This is my Mountain Dew fix. I'm now calming down to trying to not do more than like... I have like, it's a mason jar, but like, I'm not trying to drink too much more than maybe a mason jar of it anymore a day. Simmer down again. Because I went like 2 months without any. I driven a 2-liter, okay? You can't bully me here too, it's not nice. Nathan, you can't allow them to bully me.
Yes, I can.
No, I'm your mod. You gotta defend me. How dare you. I don't have the energy to defend myself. I do and don't.
Oh, how do you unmute Terran?
No, as I told you, I timed out Terran for literally 1 second.
Okay.
Any message Terran would send would show up.
Yeah, except all of her messages are deleted still.
No, I can't stop those, but there's nothing you haven't read. And I told you I can still see them and reread them for you, and then I started to. Did you blank out of all the words I've said?
No. I'm also fighting a lightning dragon.
Yeah, but as you said, you're kicking its ass.
That was that one. Actually,
circumcise this one.
I already did.
Terran, don't know it. Know it, Terran. Boom. Now I'm pinning your comments now to the top of the stream.
How dare!
I'm doing shit. Hey, it's not my fault. Terran could be a mod, then I can't bury.
I'll have to make her a mod.
You should do that because there's a chance that Terran's gonna be there more than I can because I don't know your schedule's gonna be a little.
Well,
different.
I'm also trying to get back into streaming because I'm now I'm no longer a seasonal. They switched me over. I had a discussion with my boss the other day. I'm now officially a year-round, which is awesome.
I was about to ask you, like, if you're at the same place, so that's good.
Yep, I'm still at Beans. and I
don't
like it a
believe
lot.
Terran. That doesn't sound like me at all. First of all, Terran is a very sassy person, and don't act like you're super innocent, Terran.
Also, if anybody here in chat ever needs help with picking out camping stuff, I'm your guy. I only say that because I work in the camping section, so.
Houdini, are you stuck? Are you stuck on that
Ah!
tunnel? Oh, buddy, you look stuck. Yeah, I'll be right back. We gotta trim his claws, buddy. I'm coming. It's fine.
Taryn, are you forming an
Yeah.
alliance with 4-foot Dragon Lord?
I don't bully Terran Dragon Lord. Don't you hear lies?
They're forming an alliance.
I see that. I can still hear you from my headphones, and I'm about 10 feet away. Also, Terran, if you want someone to be in the alliance to bully me, JK's your man.
I mean, that is true.
JK's in my stream a lot more right now than Dragon Lord because of work, and well, Dragon Lord does in fact like to bully me. Is not always there like JK.
Wow, that was a little anticlimactic.
You're not married yet,
No,
right?
no, not yet.
Just making sure, because I didn't think so. But I was just making sure I'm caught up on events.
No, we would have. Trust me, we would have.
I was like, I think I would know, but you know, it's me, so sometimes things go a little over the.
You
thing.
would have been invited to the wedding.
I would hope so, but you know.
Trust me, you'd be one of the groomsmen.
Cool. I'm just gonna wear a dress.
That's fine. Wear whatever you want.
Oh, so I texted the groom, right? I texted him like 2 days after his wedding. They're in New York right now for honeymooning. I
Very
texted
nice.
him and I said, I told people I was gonna do this. I went, hey buddy, I'm sorry I couldn't make your wedding. I hope it was well. I hope your honeymoon's going well. Be safe. And he texted me today. He goes, no, pretty sure you were in the wedding. I forget what he was very confused about. Like how his reaction went, but I was very proud of it. I think it was. Haha, what? You were definitely there. And then I went, nah, it doesn't sound like me. And now I told your aunt and I think it was your grandma that I was going to do that, and they laughed extremely hard and said I should. He just texted me back in all caps, you, and said, yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I can't afford plane tickets. I'm a broke. I'm trying to get a job. I'm trying to find a part-time, and there's one maybe for Friday through Sunday. Well, it's he wants full-time, but he might take a part-time person who can do the weekends in a deli. So, who knows?
Here we go.
Also, Taryn, that is my friend M, aka 4-foot Dragon Lord. I met them from Indiana from one of my past roommates, because he ran some theater stuff, and so he needed some extra stagehands. And I met Dragon Lord, and I could not remember their name to pronounce it because it was slightly different, and it was pretty funny because for that whole time I could not remember the name. I had to write. Well, you should like it here. It's a lot more warm, and because you're allowed, you're given permission to bully me, and then also you met a new friend. Also, Taryn is now mod.
Yes, I fixed that.
I see that. I see that. That is a smart thing.
A seething bagel juice. Gross. I don't want to fight a seething bagel.
Very juicy too.
No, it's a seething bagel juice.
It's just the juice. It's not even the bagel.
No, it's gross. All right, let's see this. Ugh, seething bagel juice. Let's do. You know what? We're gonna do an afflicted Arzaros. That's fine. We'll go back into Kage no Arashi. There we go.
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh,
remember
well, thank you
Dragon's
for the
Lord
follow,
name.
Dragon Lord. I really appreciate that.
I may or may not have messaged him and was like sent your link to them.
I realize, I realize
go on.
now, Dragon Lord, that it's since I've been gone for so long that I'm gonna have to essentially redo all the progress that I had. But once I eventually reach affiliate on here, there is a very, very special game that I will be playing on stream here. We will be. Oh gosh, once I can find it. Because I know it's down here. I didn't bring it back upstairs.
I did make that note that said, remember their name, you asshole, and then had your name in it. I wanted to make sure I remembered.
Figured
I'll look.
the time.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna find that thing. I'll be right back.
Also, aw, found out Crimson Wifey followed Zombie because he was in the stream with me. Very kind of him. Scooby Dooby Doo. I'm playing not elevator music, but just music to pass time. I changed my name just to juke you out. Yeah, I don't even remember, and because I remember you said you go by like the initial, but I don't remember what the name was you changed it. I don't know if we talked about that. If so, it's been through a lot. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing.
All right. Well, I
bing,
can't
bing,
find
bing,
it, the game that I'm looking for, but
bing,
when we
bing,
reach
bing,
affiliate, we will be playing 100% through Hey You Pikachu.
Ah, I remember this chat now.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. 100.
Also, I don't know if you remember the commercial thing of it, but they in 2020 made Dungeons and Dragons like sponsored like nerds.
Really? Like the candy?
Yes, yes. Like it's got Dungeons and Dragons and a mimic on the front page with like a bard, a little fighter, and some other like a paladin on the top of it, like little nerds. Apparently they're back. My mom walked in the room. Well, I meant to give this to you, and on the doing the 24-hour stream, and it's just one of these, and I was like, I don't want to eat it, you know.
That reminds me. There's now Dungeons and Dragons. Those what are they called? Morphlings. It's basically a D&D Transformers. Various
Guess so.
monsters that turn into D20s.
Nice. This also on the back is my mom doesn't probably have the receipt, but apparently if you take any product buy any participating nerds products by March 31st, 2022. Snap a photo of the receipt with a qualifying purchase and upload to this certain website, and you get 6 mini adventures leading to one ultimate D&D adventure. I might do it. It's so like what, maybe overall 20, $25 at most for those 6 things.
That's not too
And
bad.
you get stuff that might be worth, usually if you bought like a book, like 35, $50.
Yeah.
Technically a steal. Also, never forget that Google Drive document like folder with all the stuff you can
Yes.
look into using for your stuff. I add to it when I can. Because I follow a lot of D&D TikTokers, and a lot of them make free Google Doc, not, what is it? Not information, not equipment, content.
One of my favorites is on there is Too Hard the Bard. Just
I have
'cause
to find this doc.
he makes some really funny stuff.
There's one person made different mimics, so there's a finger mimic. And so you have 6 fingers. But it will basically, you don't
Gosh.
see it, the illusion that you have 6. You always think you had. And it's like you gotta like do a thing to do it, but also if over time you do not get rid of that mimic, you will lose a finger, and it will replace it.
Okay.
And there's some other stuff. It's really cool. I enjoy it. Yes, that is fair.
Oh god. Ah.
I'm also one of the people that, like, who is the wife of another streamer, and also is a streamer themselves, I should say. We got her to 50 followers.
Very nice.
Which is awesome. But she followed Zombie, because I, of course, shouted him out, because I was like, well, he's, you know,
Hey,
one
the Miles
putting
emote.
putting all these hours in with me. Yeah. I always have to make sure I'm there for Zombie, because I make sure his butt raids people. You know, like, because honestly, I will say, that's great networking to grow. But
It
also,
is.
for good support.
Gosh.
I am going to probably, in my Discord, stream Wizards 101 on off time sometime, just because my friend has put it so heavily, even if they don't watch me. But mostly because I would like to mess around with some wizard card again. I got 43 people, like, even with me accidentally clicking them, I had 43 clips from the 24-hour stream I have to go through.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I got some other ones I need to save, because I need to start posting on TikTok again about them.
One of my absolute favorites is still the Ian Edubs has revealed themselves as mayor from Town of Salem. And then just the next game, Ian, are you mayor? Yes. Ian Edubs has revealed themselves as mayor.
I vaguely remember.
Oh my gosh, Town of Salem has some of my best clips.
You guys are so chaotic in that. I have to respect it. That's how I feel, but there we go. Yeah, that's how it. Finger mimic. Is this the person who made it? I'll remember. Yes, it is.
Remington, come hit me, please. Or Pepper. Either or.
Also, I know I showed it of it's been a long time, but of that one artist who made a GameCube into a mimic.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, very, very neat thing to see. You know, Taryn, I know Taryn probably can't hear me, but the
Hello
way
there.
to
What's up? Welcome to the Monster Hunter. As you can see, I'm getting my ass handed to me by this afflicted Arzuros. Because it's not acting the way I normally expect an Arzuros to act. I promise, I don't suck at Monster Hunter. I just suck at Monster Hunter.
it's just because he's a longsword main.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. See, I probably wouldn't have these problems if I, you know, was a dual blades main.
Only if you did the hunt horn or whatever.
I refuse to play Hunting Horn. I'm sorry. I cannot.
Howard.
If Diogens, if you're a Hunting Horn main, I am so sorry.
What a. Also, Chloe's up now. Holy crap. Their bellies have waken them up.
Yeah, plethora, Insect Glaive and World, GS, and Rise. I can respect that. I've tried to wrap my mind around Insect Glaive. I've played around with it in Generations a little bit, and it's actually a lot of fun. But I struggle with it. Because actually in Generations, and 4, I made dual blades, and I did Swax in World. Dual blades are pretty fun. Especially, they're really fun, especially here in Rise with all the new wire bug movement stuff. It's a little chaotic, but it's a lot of fun still. They definitely have a little bit more of, I'd say, there's more of a risk factor, I find, to using dual blades, just because you're trading your ability to hit really hard for speed. But you can still do a ton of damage with dual blades, but you get evasiveness is the main pro to dual blades.
I mean, Nathan's got a katana. You could just slip, no more throat, and then we just sew it back.
Yeah, except, you know, I can't bring a katana to work. Instead, I bring a buck pathfinder.
I'm just saying, Aaron's already there. You could just get rid of the sore throat now. You're a surgeon, it's fine.
I'm not a surgeon.
You're a surgeon.
I
It's
am
all
not a
right.
surgeon. I am a sleeping bag salesman.
Honey, you got this. I believe in you. Also, I see for some reason I'm looking at that person who has the finger mimic thing to see whatever's other stuff. There's a class and it's a subclass and it's called Oath of the Himbo. I love it.
That would be Azoth.
That's hilarious. At level 20, you're the Himbo King. You can use your action to transform into Ultimate Himbo. For 1 hour, you gain the following benefits. Your strength goes to 24. It's not already higher. You're under the Mind Blink spell. You gain the benefits of No Think Channel Infinity feature for duration. The extra damage you do increases to 1d6. That's funny. Also,
It's flagging?
Dragon Lord-
Wow, that is a dangerous monster then.
also
Look,
Dragon
we
Lord
don't
is-
do flagging here. Keep that barrel pointed in a safe direction.
No flags. Also, Dragon Lord's surprised that Zombie is older than them. Because Zombie is so innocent.
I mean, to be fair, Zombie is kind of like my older brother, so
Yeah. I thought he was older, but I didn't know for sure.
I mean, he's well, a couple years older than me.
I'm older than him. You are all my children.
Now it's afflicted again. It's back to being Vampire Bear.
This is the angriest badger I've ever seen.
It's a bear.
The badger bear.
A bearger.
A badger bear armadillo. A bear Julillo. Not the bear Jarillo.
Kid Gamer, hello.
Hi, good gamesters.
Wonderful work, my friend.
Bam, bam, bam. I know, it's a double stream. You get 2 streams for the price of 1. Now it's the question of which are you going to choose? You going to choose me or choose my cousin? Because yeah, Zombie is my cousin. I stream Rise. I think Zombie's streaming D&D right now. Just have me open in the primary tab.
Be right back.
Look, I can make people choose. They're the ones who pick which stream they're gonna watch. And I'm totally kidding. Watch whoever you want. I'm totally kidding. Support Zombie, please. I actually, you know what? Oh, that's not the command. Never mind. Hold on. I'm bad at Twitch commands if you can't tell. The time? Oh, that's true. Yeah. It is kind of later. See. There we go. Figured it out. If you haven't checked out Zombie, go check out Zombie. He's my cousin. He's streaming D&D right now. It's always a good time. I believe he has a channel point redemption where you can always harass him into changing the stream to Animal Crossing. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to attack the bugs. Come on. Doing the butt smack? I know. It's a shock. You're just now finding out about this. Oh, I mean the channel points. Okay. I thought you were being sarcastic at first about him being my cousin. I was gonna say, Taryn, you of all people should know that. Stop stealing all my honey. Yes, I believe it's 867,000. I told him to make it 867,867,867. But I don't know if that was possible. I think that went over the limit. Oh my gosh, this thing really likes to just steal honey. Get up. Bam. Bam. I'm not killing Winnie the Pooh. This is, as James said, it's a badger. Winnie the Pooh's not a badger. Just because he's eating honey does not make him Winnie the Pooh. I could go eat a jar of honey right now. Does that make me Winnie the Pooh? No, it doesn't. It's not how that works. Bruh. Bruh. Well, this badger bear is not in Terran Land. He's in the Citadel. And I'm surprised that it's been taking this long. It's just an Arzuros. Arzuros are not that tough of monsters.
Must maintain my edge.
Also, I need to save up my dang things, my points to get that zombie face reveal, because I know I probably could later on.
I mostly spend mine on harassing him with sound effects.
I do, but I'm a mod and I've cheated. Like once.
Giving yourself
Yeah.
channel points.
Yeah, well, in the sense if I used one that, like, high thing and he doesn't, it's same like if he didn't get afraid, I'd give back. I did it once, I should say. I don't abuse it. I did it once, I went, fuck it. I need to save it for that. I didn't realize he had the face reveal, so I was like, fuck it, I'm saving it. Any other time I have, I've spent them, but I'm at 11 now because he keeps seeing the message before it goes off. So the man doesn't get afraid.
Yeah.
I want to beat him up.
Well, let's check on what's going on here in Zombie Stream right now.
It's quiet right now. No, it's talking.
I have 2,288.
11K.
All right. Well, once we take down this Arzuros, we'll probably go raid zombie.
Yeah.
Because I do need to be heading off, and once this fight is completed. But I will
Fair.
try to be back tomorrow evening.
Gross. I mean, yay.
Gross. I know. It's so gross.
Gross. Gross.
Disgusting.
Reliable as always.
Oh, come on. Bam, bam. And yes, it is Streamception.
It's up to something! Wonderful work, my friend. Incoming! Be careful!
I'm just sleepy.
It's over for you. It's up to something!
Haha, you missed. I'll stab you in the butt.
Farewell!
Of course it can't be captured. Because that would be too easy.
It thinks it can get away! Just you wait!
Okay.
Nothing personal!
One of you guys can hit me, please. Thank you.
Be careful! Incoming! Farewell!
Okay, Remy. When I said, can one of you guys hit me, I meant in-game you, not real you. But I appreciate it.
Reliable as always.
Yeah, I know. Remy's just coming up to say hi. Except his way of saying hi is typically in the form of biting. He's a bitey little kitten. Except he's not even little nor a kitten. He's half Maine Coon, so he's pretty big. There we go.
All too easy. Gonna need some of this.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Oh, afflicted bone. Okay. I don't think there's any special armor for afflicted monsters. I might be wrong on that, though. That'd be kind of cool if there was. Because, like, the Apexes in base Rise didn't get their own special armor, which was honestly just disappointing. Oh, it was.
Another great hunt.
No, it's just regular Arzuros materials. The only other thing is afflicted bone. And some king spheres, which is nice.
Yeah.
Alright, anomaly. Very cool. Okay.
How are things?
Afflicted materials, and I can use them to strengthen weapons beyond. Ooh. Okay.
Bye now. Hey, good to see ya.
I can make some new layered armor
Be here when you need me. Well, hey there.
and layered weapons. Okay.
How are things?
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Forge up / upgrade weapons.
All right, let's make it happen.
Say if I want to upgrade my... I can't. Okay. Or ramp up weapons.
Bet Master Hammond would be proud.
No.
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we? See you soon.
I've got some great deals for you.
Let's try the lottery jackpot. Woo!
Fortune you have.
All right.
As always.
Well, that is gonna be the stream for tonight. So thank you all very, very much for joining.
Here. Are we raiding Zambi?
We are raiding zombie.
Oh, I was clicking that too.
All right.
Oh, I did exclamation point, not. That's why.
All right. So thank you guys all so much for joining me. And I will see you guys next time.
One second. Don't send it yet.
Don't send it. I've just it's just ready to raid.
Yeah, don't do that just yet. I'm keep that going, but don't click it. You'll see what I'm doing.
Don't click raid now, or
Yeah, don't just yet, because there we go. Here's a raid message, everyone. Or we could do watcher raid. You're watcher.
That's that too.
I spelled raid wrong. Ryad. Watcher Ryad.
Watcher Ryad.
Sounds like we're just saying rad, dude.
All right. Good night, everybody.
I didn't even get to copy it.